He's so freaky athletic, and he's a little bit of a long strider, and he's long in general, right? He's very high cut, right? He's one of those where you either have to have a trained eye or you got to watch him run down a few people a few times, and then you start to go, oh, wait, that was a running back who ran to the other side of the field, and he caught him from behind and made it easy, right? And it didn't look like he was trying that hard, but then you start to watch and you go, holy shit, he's covering like 4 yards per stride. I mean, so that's where he's special. But his bend around the edge is special. His first step, the amount of ground he can cover around the edge is special. And then I think when you couple that too with the arm length and the strength he has in the upper body, right? He really only has like 2 pass rush moves. It's go around the edge with my speed and my bend, or I just basically run into you and try to power rush you. That's what he does. He's still a novice with hand use. You don't see spin moves, right? You don't see a lot of like, oh, I'm going to shake you and then try to get on the edge and do all that.
He does a little of the fake outside go inside move.
Exactly right. He'll go exactly right. The jab step, the stab step, right? Threatens you upfield, puts his foot in the ground and kind of comes around and goes that way, right? Excuse me. But that's where, again, there's aspects of that I really like, because I know those are things he's going to get the NFL with the guys in the locker room and other defense ends. They're going to teach him hand fighting, how to do that. Hey, do a spin move. You, with as fast as you can go upfield and your long arms, your spin move, you're going to get on the edge. So there's some things there that I love in the rawness of the football player, right? Speed to power is real. The ability to get low is special. Right? There's few guys like that can get as low as he can with that shoulder from the ground and the legs outside the framework of the body, and he can still run around the edge at close to top speed doing it.
Yeah.
To me is rare. You don't see it a lot. He is a lot of fun to watch. He's different a little bit than Dallas Turner. Like Dallas Turner, right? It pops off the screen, one, of just how naturally athletic he is. Right away, you just go, ooh, whoa, 15 with the gold helmet on looks a little different than the other guys out here. Just the way he's built, the way he moves, right? He's extremely flexible, pliable, bendable. He's twitchy as hell, right? He's arguably as good as anybody I've seen in this draft as far as getting off blocks, snatching blockers out of the way to go make the tackle or do anything like that, right? It's like I said a little bit about Dallas Turner, it's an easy 259, 260 pounds, right? I met him in person. It's big, square, easy, naturally big person. If he wanted to be 270 in a month, he could probably do it easily, right? But he's going around being a great athlete. Look at that. Great legs, just like Dallas Turner, right? And then right away, the biggest thing is you just see an elite athlete as soon as you turn on the film, right? The great feet, the great side-to-side movement, whether it's, hey, they faked a run down the middle and now the quarterback's keeping it on the edge and he kind of shuffles down with the running back and then runs down the quarterback on the edge, right? Or, hey, just the running back making a move and all that. He's incredibly bendable and awesome in space that way, right? The change of direction is off the charts good. The upper body strength and the hands and all of that, right? I mean, he's as good as anybody there is, let alone doing it. Great eyes in the backfield to do it. Knows where the ball carrier is at all times. Got a real nose for the football that way. Extremely, extremely strong at what I call, what we in the scouting community, point of attack, right? Tight ends, forget about it. He's going to embarrass them. Tackles, he does more than hold his own. He can hold his own and he can move them around a little bit as well, right? He's phenomenal versus the run. He really is. I mean, that's where you first watch it and just go, wow. I know I'm supposed to be watching a pass rusher, but this guy disrupts and affects the whole game as you watch it with what he does in the run game as well. That's where he's awesome. So really impressed by the specimen, the player, the instincts, everything about him.
Your number 3 edge rusher in the class of 2024
will be Jared Verse out of Florida State. In a lot of ways, twitchier than Dallas Turner, right? Twitchier, and I mean he's right here. Get off me. Oh, I got it, right? Dallas Turner's so smooth and long, it just looks a little different that way, right? Short area quickness, maybe he's a little twitchier and quicker in those ways than a Dallas Turner and even Latu in some ways, right? But at the same time, might be twitchier and all that, but he's not in the same class, right, as far as the speed and the ability to bend around the corner as Dallas Turner or Latu in that department. He's a little bit of a stiff player, and that's why he's number 3, right? It's strong, it's powerful, right? There's explosion on contact and all that. You like that, but he is a guy that he gets put in some awkward positions and you go, ooh, he's going to go down, right? He plays, to me, smaller than 6'4", 254, right? To me, the difference between, this is why I brought this up with the other guys are naturally that. It's easy for them to be that. Jared Verse, I get it by seeing him in person and then watching the tape too. He's not a natural 254. He's had to work really hard to be 254. I would bet you he's like 235 or 230 naturally walking around, right? And that leads to, maybe not the same strength as Latu or Dallas Turner to get off blocks, to just straight arm people and disengage and throw them that way. That's where he's a little bit different. He does not have the pass rush bend and potential, nor is he the player they are at this second as Dallas Turner or Latu, but a really damn good edge player. He's not going to surprise people as much as he does in college at times, let alone, some of his sacks are, system-ish, right? Helped him out a little bit. It's not like you're like, oh, wow, he's just beating this guy play after play after play. This guy's got his hands full with him. It's not that, right? Like I said, the bendable, tightly wound hips, haven't seen speed to power yet, right? Is he long enough, broad enough, big enough man? And one of the things I wrote, again, he is a guy that I think is going to be overdrafted to a degree because of traits and whatever else, right?
The athletic traits.
The athletic traits and that one ability, that one elite trait of, the get off and the explosion is so good and rare, right? Even though the rest of the player might not blow us away, we might have a chance to take a chance on that. We might have to take this guy at 26 or 7, right? Because it's just that is rare in that department. And then we got to hey, will the guy work? Can we mold him into being a better, well-rounded football player? Because, as I told you, I just wrote, right, he doesn't affect the whole game on the same level as Latu, Dallas Turner. I'm just not sure some of them are going to translate to the NFL. Sure. With the type of animal and guy you're dealing with, that tackle, like I said, they're not going to get, the ball was snapped, he got around me. Like, it is some of that, or missteps or whatever. I felt like a little of it was, he benefited from who they were playing, the college football a little bit at times. Yo, homies, what's up? I know it's the offseason, but it's never the offseason on Chris Simms Unbuttoned. Me and Ahmed Fareed are going to be here for it all. We got free agency. We're going to break it all down. The draft, the rankings of positions. Of course, we're going to unpack it all. Hit subscribe, get to my free agency reactions, 2024 draft rankings, and more. Thanks again for watching. Peace out, homies. See you soon.